Hey, Sourcefed Movie Club. Hi, I'm Vixen, aka Video Vixen, and this week I am reviewing the movie that we watched, which is Clue, which, by the way, is a very good movie, especially for how it was in the 80s. This movie was amazing. To give some background, the movie is based off of the famous board game Clue, which, by the way, I really sucked at. I don't know how anybody really mastered the game of Clue, because when I used to play it, I just knew you had to move around in different rooms and you had to guess who did it with what and where, and I'm not very good at deducing. I'm not Batman, so I wasn't really good at detective work. But for the most part, it was a fun board game, and they turned the board game into a movie, and the movie was just as awesome. And I had a great cast of people, like Tim Curry was in it, and a whole bunch of other people that you may know. Christopher Lloyd, the guy from Back in the Future. But yeah, just to give some more background about the movie, it's about these group of people that are gathered together at this mansion by the butler, and they're all being blackmailed by this guy named Mr. Body, and they're trying to stop him from blackmailing all of them, and then Mr. Body ends up being murdered by one of these odd characters, and the main premise of the movie is to find out who killed Mr. Body in the lounge with what weapon. And it's just a really fun movie just to see. Now, for what I liked about the movie, I loved the characters and how they interacted with each other. And the dialogue in the movie is just so clever. It's witty, it's funny, it's quirky. I just love the dialogue in the movie. I think that's what made the movie, you know? It's just them all going back and forth with each other and their quips. And, it's just funny when you figure out, someone's murdered and they all react and how they all, just move in a group from one room to the other. And I think, it was just really good, the chemistry that all the actors had together. That's one of the main likes I liked about the movie. Another like that I had was the part where the butler, Wandsworth, started to piece the murder together and how they all were going back and forth, basically just recapping the whole night. And I think it was just funny how they were all running from each room to the other room and just following him, retelling the whole story. I think that was genius. It was just really, really funny. And they had a whole bunch of hijinks where they were all running down the steps and they all collided to each other. It was just a very silly, funny, cool movie. And it's just Clue is a classic. You can't get any better than Clue. And I can't even think about any dislikes I had about the movie except the beginning where it started off a bit slow. They're trying to get to know the characters, and there had to be a build up. Every movie has a build up, so it kind of took a while to get into the build-up, to get to the real, action. But, once it got there, the movie's just flawless. Laughs and laughs ensue. I LOL'd all over the place. And the crazy part is, even though I saw this movie years ago, I still was watching it like it was a new movie, and I was really trying to figure out who did it and how. I was really trying to follow the movie that way. And I still didn't realize who it was until the end. And it was just oh, I should have remembered this. And also, the parts where they said, well, this is how it happened, but it could have happened like this. I think it was one of the first movies that had an alternate ending without it being a DVD extra. What movie do you know plays an alternate ending after the whole movie's done? Because you're thinking, okay, the movie's over, that's it. But wait, there's more. And then you have an alternate ending to how it happens. It's yeah, it could have happened that way too. And now you have no clue who did it. And I usually rate my movies based on a V system, the letter V, because my name is Video Vixen. So I'm giving this movie a 5 out of 5 Vs. It's that good. I love the movie. It's a classic. You just can't get any better than the characters and the actors, and the dialogue was just the best part of the movie. It was just so clever and witty, and I loved it. And, it's just, there's little things in that movie that were so iconic, and just, the jokes and the little chiming music, and it was just really, really silly, funny, good time movie. You can't not laugh at this movie. It's just a great comedy. No matter if it's from the 80s or not, you can watch it today and still appreciate it for what it is. And yeah, it's Clue. It's that movie you need to watch right now and have in your DVD collection. And if you don't, you're silly. So yeah, that's my review of the movie. Thank you guys for watching, and I can't wait for the next movie on Sourcefed Movie Club, because I love watching movies. So, I'll see you guys next time, and yeah, keep the movies coming. I love it. Fade out, guys.